So, as most of you know, we've recently encountered very unfortunate news about our baby. Brianna has recently went through her MRI, and with that, the doctor gave us the results finally. It took a long time of waiting and agony, but we finally have some results and some answers. And as he was telling us this, we were on the phone. She had to call me because I was upstairs, she was downstairs, so I'm running downstairs, and we had him on speakerphone, and he was discussing with us about everything that's going on and what they found out and all the results and stuff. So as he was telling us, Brianna had typed it up in her phone on the notes. So she's gonna kind of be reading through, letting you guys know exactly what he's been said and what's going on.
Okay, so the first thing he said was, it's not a tumor, it's not a mass. That's what he said first. So when we heard that, we were like, okay, good, because that's just, I mean, I can't imagine if it was a tumor. Like, that's probably one of the worst things that it could be. So what he said to us is, he said it's called a midline dural venous malformation. And what that means is basically the baby has a vein in the back of his brain, and it's enlarged.
And dilated.
And dilated. So it's just bigger than what a normal baby's is supposed to be. He said, once again, it's extremely rare, but it does happen. And he said that the baby does have a clot, but it's normal with this case. So it's not surprising to see the clot, like it's supposed to be there if the baby has this kind of malformation. He gave us a lot of case studies, and he was really kind of still searching for information while he was talking to us, because he said he feels like he's in fellowship because he hasn't seen this in such a while. But one of the case studies he told us was about 9 babies or moms that were pregnant with babies that had this malformation. Out of 9 of them, 6 of them, the babies were okay and they carried them to birth, and they had normal neuro exams after.
It resolved itself.
Yeah.
Basically.
That what was going on, it just resolved itself as the baby got bigger. Now the other 3, the women terminated the pregnancies, and that's because they noticed some kind of injury or damage that was already done to the brain early.
For an example, like 1/2 of the brain is totally no longer working. Something like that.
Like there's some kind of scarring or something from what the vein caused. But the doctor has told us that Jackson's is fine. Every other structure and everything else is there, which is something very relieving.
Very.
For us. And then he also gave us a percentage. He said 70 to 80% of babies that are born with this have a good neuro exam afterwards. So 70 to 80, we're like, that's like,
yeah, we'll take it.
That's a huge chance.
Definitely.
And that definitely gives us hope, makes us feel better. So all these things, like as he's talking, we're, you know, like our eyes are like starting to fill with tears, because we're like starting to feel hopeful again. Like it's not all horrible news.
It's just like, I can't really speak on Brianna. I just know for me, I feel almost completely relieved. I mean, yeah, I'm still stressing about a few things. I'm still worrying about a few things, because we're just so guarded now with everything going on. We just don't want to lose our hope, as well as like get let down if something does come up. But I feel very relieved.
I feel relieved, but not 100%. I mean, obviously he has a malformation, and
right.
And the doctor said, I can't promise anything. You know, something could still go wrong.
Right.
No, but something could still go wrong.
Right.
So to
me,
I'm gonna always be scared. For the rest of this pregnancy, I'm gonna be scared.
And I am too.
Watching everything just to see what's going on. So another thing he said was that with this case, after he's born, there is no surgery. They don't do surgery for this condition.
No.
They said that what they'll do is, the only thing that they would have to do is go through the vessels to obliterate the part of the brain that needs to be adjusted. So they're not calling it a surgery. It would just be like a procedure. And he said most babies that are born with this, it resolves on its own, and they get checked at like 4 months to life, and then they just get neuro checked, like, you know, probably till he's like 4 years old or something, to make sure that it doesn't get worse. So the game plan, what the doctor told us, is that it can either resolve on its own, stay how it is, or get worse. So at 25 weeks, he wants me to have another ultrasound, because he's going to measure it and see if it's different from 22 weeks when I had my last ultrasound. Then at 30 weeks, I have to go in for another MRI. And depending on what it looks like, if it's gotten worse, then they're going to transfer me to a fetal hospital, and we'll have him at a fetal hospital with specialists around so that when he's born, you know, probably scheduled C-section, all that. But if it gets better or stays the same, then I'll be able to have him here on post, which is good. And the doctor already asked me, he's like, do you want me to transfer you right now? Or
yeah, he already offered.
Yeah, but I said, we're really comfortable with him right now. He's very like persistent on letting us know what's going on. Even when he doesn't have information, he calls and he's like,
cares.
Hey, yeah.
You know, he takes his time to actually thoroughly go through his information. As like, granted, when he called us, he had just got the results, so he was still looking up more information about it as he was telling us. You know, but that right there, like, that's someone who really cares. He knows that we've been waiting the whole time, and it's just been dawning on us. You know, that's probably like the worst part of this, is just waiting. Because that MRI was just the holy grail. You know, we were all waiting on that, and now that we finally got it, he gave us some pretty good information that I'm taking to heart. It makes me feel relieved. With
all that news, we just really ask like that you guys keep praying for us. Like, we have honestly just been blown away by the amount of prayers and support that you guys have flooded us with. Like, it's amazing that, you know, people I never even talked to reach out to me, and that honestly means so much. It means so much to know that people care. Like, with all the people commenting and praying and, you know, sending me private messages, like, you guys definitely made it easier for us to get through the wait. Because I think we really felt alone in the beginning. And with everybody being positive and saying, we're praying, he's going to be strong, he's going to get through this, you know, we still need that.
It gave us that kicker, you know, to just keep getting through.
So thank you guys, for real.
Seriously.
It helped. So the plan is now we can kind of relax and have a good holiday, Christmas, New Year's and stuff, and kind of get through that with like a weight off of our shoulders a little bit, you know, that it's not all horrible like we thought it was going to be. And then I'll update you guys again after that ultrasound.
I probably won't be here though, because
he's going to be gone. He has to leave all of January.
I'll be at NTC. For those that are watching and might know what that is, I'll be in California for a month. But I'll be back in February, and you guys
then by February, that's when I'll be having the second MRI. So we just want to say thank you again, everyone, and please keep praying for us, and we will continue to keep you guys updated. If I have any new information, the doctor said he would call me and let me know if he had any new info. Then I'll just post it on Facebook, and everybody can see it there. So thank you guys.
Thanks, guys. Let Jackson hit it with the bye.